Serie A's week 34 is about to come to an end. Only one more game for the weekend. Cagliari versus Genoa. An important game for Cagliari. If Cagliari manages to pick up the win against Genoa, it would practically mean that they're out of the salvezza battle. It is very, very tight at the bottom of the table. 6 teams within 4 points. Incredible. So it could be a big opportunity for Cagliari on a weekend where a lot of teams missed the opportunity. Why? Because we talked about it yesterday. Milan Juventus only draw 0-0. A horrible game to watch. Better Juventus in the second half. Sportiello having to make some saves. And so we talked about it yesterday. Milan missing the opportunity to close out the battle for the second spot. Juventus missing the opportunity not only to gain on Milan, but to keep further away Bologna. And at the end, both teams slipped up. But not only. Why? Because today, missed opportunity for Bologna and Udine. Udine, because they could have won this game. They needed the points for the salvezza battle. But Bologna, down to 10 men, saved by Salazmaker and a post. And so they needed the win to get back closer to Juventus and to keep further away Atalanta and Roma. So missed opportunity for them. I guess it's a lack of experience as well. They're not used to battling for these spots. And so today, unfortunately, they couldn't do anything more than a 1-1 draw against Udine. And so Udinese taking the lead early. And then Bologna coming back with Salazmaker to tie the game. Inter beat Torino 2-0. I really thought Torino was going to be better than what they showed today. In the sense that I thought maybe Inter, with the partying this week after winning the scudetto, they would have sort of maybe not played as well. Well, in fact, Torino didn't play that bad for the first half. Then Tameze gets a red card at the 49th minute. A bit severe as a red card. And then Çalhanoğlu scores una doppietta. Çalhanoğlu, guys, this season, like him or not, 13 goals, 3 assists. That is phenomenal for a midfielder. Outstanding. So he's having a great season. And so Inter winning 2-0. They went on the buses after to do Il Giro di Milano for La Festa del Scudetto. Some people already bitching about the strisciones and everything else. Guys, when we won, we did just as bad. So that's the way it went for that. Napoli, Roma, a 2-2 draw that is missed opportunity for Roma, because seeing the other results, a Roma win would have meant that they would have been closer to Bologna and closer to Juventus. Instead, they draw 2-2. Napoli outstanding in the first half. If Napoli would have played this way the entire season, then they would have battled for a Champions League spot. Instead, there are 9 points from Roma in that 5th spot at 50 points. They bombarded Roma. 27 shots towards the net. They played fantastic. The first half ends 0-0, and Roma comes back out in the second half with a different mindset. They've done it multiple times since De Rossi has come back. But to be honest, we hadn't seen Roma suffer as much since De Rossi had taken the helm of this team. And so, great Napoli performance. They actually go down 1-0 against a Dybala penalty shot, but they managed to come back, leading 2-1 at the 84th minute. And then Abrahams at the 88th actually saves Roma. 1 point for them. Roma, not only do they play Napoli this week, I believe they play Juventus next week, and then Atalanta the week after. So insane fixtures coming up for Roma. The schedule very tough for them. Of course, they have Leverkusen in between. So it's going to be a very tough 3 weeks for Roma. The draw allows Milan to qualify mathematically for the Champions League. So their spot in the Champions League is secured for next season. With the draw and the Atalanta win against Empoli, 2-0, Atalanta is now only 2 points behind Roma in the 5th Champions League spot, but they have a game in hand. So if they win that game, they actually pick up that 5th spot. So like I said, a missed opportunity for Roma to build that lead, get closer to Bologna. They're still 4 points behind Bologna. And Atalanta on a roll. Atalanta on a roll after beating Liverpool. Great performances lately. They beat Empoli as well. Empoli in that battle for the retrocessione. They needed some points. They couldn't pick up any today. Fiorentina destroys Sassuolo 5-1. Lecce Monza, who had nothing to play for, ends in a 1-1 draw. Lazio beats Verona, who is in the battle for the retrocessione as well. They beat them 1-0. And of course, tomorrow, Genoa, Cagliari, like I said before, Cagliari, if they can manage to pick up a win, they would go up to 35 points, practically clearing the battle of La Salvezza with 4 games to go. And so right now, if you look at the standings, at the 14th spot, you have Cagliari with 32 points. They still have a game in hand, like I said, against Genoa tomorrow. Verona, 15th spot, 31 points. Frosinone, 31 points. Empoli, 31 points. Udinese, 29. Sassuolo, 26. And Salernitana at the 20th spot. Guys, like I said, if Cagliari comes out of it victorious tomorrow, they go to 35 points. And then it's going to be 4 teams within 2 points and that 18th spot, that last spot for the Salvezza. I really think Sassuolo is going to go down. Salernitana is already sure to go down. And so we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But interesting battles coming up in Serie A. Up top, you have Inter, of course, with 89 points. Milan with 70, Juve with 65, Bologna with 63, Roma with 59, Atalanta in 6th spot with 57, but they have a game in hand. Lazio with 55, Fiorentina with 50, but they have a game also to play, and Napoli at 50. So all very tight, still lots to battle for. Serie A is great. Every end of season, there's a lot of battles going on. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. A little Serie A roundup. Fans of all teams, write in the comments. Tell me how your weekend went. What do you think is going to happen going forward? So have a great soccer day.